Hello, beautiful, wonderful, majestic souls of YouTube. My name is Dans. This is my channel, That Good Tarot, where we do timeless readings for anyone with any placements. If you've made your way to this reading, I do believe there is a message in here for you. However, if you don't resonate with this reading, that's cool, that's chill. Go check out my channel. There are so many other readings there. I am sure you'll find something that fits you. I'm talking so fast because cards have already been flying out of the deck. Let's have a look. We have Six of Cups, Two of Swords, Three of Pentacles. Okay. Immediately, this has got to do with some kind of past connection, some very nostalgic feeling. You may have reconnected with someone recently from your past, or maybe you were going to at some point, but it feels like this is someone that you have or either will collaborate with in more of a professional sense. We have the Three of Pentacles here. We have a lot of learning, a lot of growing, and I see you learning and growing. I see them learning and growing. I see you creating together, but we do have the Two of Swords here. We do have this impasse. That's the word. There seems to be some kind of something that can't be crossed or can't be broached. There's some kind of, let's get into it. Let's get into that a little bit after. Let's just have a look at this connection first. Universe, please, insight and information. Can you give us some context, some information about the Six of Cups, about this connection? What do we need to know about that Six of Cups there? We have the Queen of Cups and we have the Knight of Swords. One of you is very, very active in creating. I think these are aspects of both of you, but I feel like one of you is particularly active in creation with that Knight of Wands energy, ready to move forward with doing. And then the other of you, Queen of Cups, is very, very emotionally tapped in. Like, as I get into this energy, it's like beyond comprehensive levels of like tapped in. Which is beautiful to see someone who's so emotionally tapped in, linking with someone who's so action oriented. I think you both have aspects of this, but you, like, one of you is stronger in one and the other is stronger in the other. So joining forces in this way is really, really cool. So I like this connection. It's really, it's a nice energy to be in with that Knight of Swords and the Queen of Cups. Both of them facing the same direction as well. It looks like you're both wanting to move forward in the same way. So I'm seeing very aligned values here. I know I'm talking faster than I probably should. I do have a very small window to try and get this reading in, and because I haven't done a reading in a second, I want to give you readings. Let's get into this Three of Pentacles energy. Universe, please, insight and information. What can you tell us about this Three of Pentacles? What's being made? What's being created? What's being learnt? Ooh, okay. I'm being drawn specifically to this like writing pad thing as well that you might see here. I don't know if you're going to see it because of the focus. So art, literally drawing, might be involved in this. We have the High Priestess, we have the Tower, and we have everything is fine. You know what's going to be learnt here? What will be uncovered through this process are the truest version of yourself and the other person. And you're going to be able to see each other for who you truly are. You're actually going to see each other clearer than you've ever seen each other before. And I feel that for one of you, that's a really good thing. I think that's a welcome thing. But I feel like for another of you, again, I don't know which energy you're specifically tapping into. But for the other of you, that's terrifying. That I feel that brings up like a lot of fear, the idea. I think that I'm probably tapping into the person who is more scared of being seen than the person who is ready to be seen. But it could be inverse, so take it how it resonates. But I'm going to speak it as if it's you that is terrified to be seen, because that energy is just coming through stronger. And because that energy is coming through stronger, it's either because it's you I'm talking to, or that energy is just stronger out of these dynamics. Terrified of someone seeing you. And this person is going to see you. Like, they're going to see you like you have never been seen before. And I think that's really, really terrifying for you. Let's get more context on that. Why is that so scary? Maybe it's just because, okay, I'm trying to understand why that would be scary. I think probably because here I am, I'm projecting and I shouldn't be projecting. I personally am like, would love for people to see me as I truly am, and not carry around misconceptions about me. That's based on my life and my experiences. So universe, please, what wisdom can you give to this person in this situation? Okay. Sorry, I shouldn't be laughing. I shouldn't be laughing, but I always do anyways. It's laugh or cry with these cards. Okay, we have the 3 of Swords, 8 of Cups, Death, 8 of Swords, 5 of Wands. Not a super fun run of cards to come up, but this is the feeling that I immediately, this is the message that I have. Your incapability of letting people see you is what is driving people away. And I hate that I'm not the reader that is just going to tell you that you're doing everything right and everything's going to work out. There's this huge fear that you have around people seeing you. Like, I can literally feel like my shoulders tense up. It feels like the whole front of my body is like constantly tense, and like my breath is like I'm holding my breath because I just you don't want to give anything away. Like, you're trying to hold in all of your reactions because you don't want people to see. And it means that like no one's actually interacting with you. And because you don't have the experience of people interacting with the truest version of you, that doesn't feel like a safe thing. It doesn't feel safe to be yourself because it's a very unfamiliar space to be in. But it's driving people away. So if you're ever wondering like why you feel like no one knows you, or why you feel a loneliness, an emptiness, a disconnection, it's because people can't get in. Like, you're not letting anything out, but people can't get in either. I'm going to, okay, just more on this. You've either walked away from situations or had to walk away, or like other people have walked away from situations with you because of this. It's just there's this point that people get to with you where they can't get any further. And so, like, people crave like deep, intimate, emotionally intimate relationships and community. And when you can only give so much, and I don't think that you're a bad person. I think that this is completely driven by fear. What happened to you that made you shut down your wants and needs, desires? Why did you deem them unsafe for human consumption? That's not for me to answer. That message came through for you to have a look at. I actually want to tap into this high priestess energy because we are connecting to someone that like clearly can see that there is a block and they want to get through it. And I think that's what you're really, really scared of, that they're going to get through. And I think part of you like wants them to. you're afraid, you're like terrified of it. But I feel like if you've come to this reading, like part of you wants to let someone in. 10 of Wands. It's a lot. It is a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. But let's get into the High Priestess. Universe, please, can you give us some inside information into this High Priestess energy? Okay. It really feels like I say she because of the High Priestess, but it really feels like they carry a very like opposite counterbalance energy to you. And I think that they're doing that deliberately. Like they see what you need and they are meeting needs of yours because they know you are unable to vocalize the things that you need. But they see it. They can see the gaps. And they also feel like you're not the kind of person that's going to even take offers of help if you perceive it to be something that they do to help you. They don't. They don't make it obvious like that. So in times when you are in a 10 of Swords, they are meeting you with a world energy, because when you are feeling down and hypercritical of yourself and small and trapped and in pain, they bring love and light and joy and expansion and like light back into your world. In times when you're feeling in low abundance, they come and they bring opportunity and like gifts. Like they might be that person that just like shouts a coffee or whatever. Like in times when you're feeling like you have very little, they can make you feel like that doesn't exist because they're just so generous with their spirit. Okay. What time are we at? Okay. I'm going to do another reading, so hopefully tomorrow we'll get more into this, but let's look into the Two of Swords energy. We're not done yet. I'm just conscious of the time. What is this impasse? What is this imbalance? What advice can you give us on this Two of Swords energy here? King of Swords, Five of Cups, Page of Cups, Seven of Swords. Okay. Okay, so you might be feeling like no matter how hard you try, no matter what you do, things just don't work out for you right now. And, you know, all your cups in a row have just smashed. But this person that you're connecting to, like, has this energy about them that's like, but we can do so much with so little. Very like, we have everything we need. We don't need to have a bunch of cups lined up because we have this other stuff over here and we can just get this done. Like they are definitely a counterbalance, counterweight, optimism that it feels like your soul needs. I feel like the breakdown here is that like maybe you don't entirely let that in. Even though you want to, I feel like it feels unsafe. You don't trust it. You don't trust that this person is going to stay in your world if they actually see you. It feels like the version of you that they're getting is very narrow and like manufactured and filtered. Let's get into the Oracle deck to see what last words the universe has. And I'm not done with y'all, okay? This can be today's reading, and tomorrow, like, you have a think about some of the things I've said, because there are some things in this reading for you to have a big think about. You are strong enough to dig into that, but let's get into the Oracle cards. Yeah, we'll get into this more tomorrow. For me, it'll be today, but you'll get it tomorrow. Universe, please, insight and information. What last words of wisdom do you have for this beautiful collective? Be patient. It will come. Stop. this whole idea of patience came through in one of the last readings as well. And now it's literally be patient, it will come, with the sun, manifestation, power, 1111. I think be patient with yourself. Be patient with the process. Be patient with this other person that you're connecting to. Be patient as you start to dig into these blocks that have created this tension over your body, over your reactions, over your spirit. Have a big think about some of the things that I asked you in this reading. I think that you're going to need to just uncover that a little bit. Another weird reading for my beautiful collective. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that this has brought you some clarification, some comfort, or at the very least, a little bit of company. Thank you for letting me tap into your energy. I'll see you in the next reading.